All right, welcome to the second part of our Operation Dust Bowl. Now, I wouldn't say everything that's happened up to this point is a complete failure on your behalf. Um, However, others might. So far, you've confirmed that the V-Shell group is in fact missing. You've talked to some suspicious suspects that you already knew were suspicious, but you did find the margarita recipe. So after flattening the colonel's tire, you guys found this margarita recipe. At this point, if you count the time you've been driving or flying, you've come near to a 10-hour day or so. It's getting to be about 4 p.m. You probably have time to do one more strategic investigation before things close down for the night. And so you had a couple ideas of what you might do, but I won't share them unless you want me to.
Where were we? We were in front of that diner, right?
I believe you're still at the Drunken Fry.
Yeah. I would show my my little note I found. They are orphans. Call Sunridge Apartments phone. 4:20 p.m. and a telephone number. Yeah, I'd show that to them because you said it's about 4 o'clock.
Yeah, we were waiting for that. I think that was our next step, wasn't it? Yeah. But I don't think we should sit in front of the Drunken Fry since the
that guy's
colonel or whatever's here and his tire's flat. He's probably annoyed. We should get the hell out. Is there Dunkin' Donuts nearby?
Of course.
Yeah, well, let's go get some coffee and donuts while we wait to make this phone call.
That shit isn't coffee. Jesus.
That shit kept me alive, man, for those hot summers when I was working as a bicycle messenger.
So you could go by and find a Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme or some other place that serves excellent artisanal coffee that's not putting small businesses out of business. But you could stay there for however long. 4:20 will come unless you want anything to come before that.
No, I figure that's probably our best lead at the moment.
All right. So,
who wants to do the call?
You have a way with words.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, Miranda, we're in the car, right? We're not sitting inside, or do we?
Yeah, we're in the car.
Okay. Okay. She takes out her phone and dials the number, if that's actually a phone number.
Yeah. You dial the number, the call goes through, but you don't hear any ringing.
Okay. Is there a beep?
No.
Would I know? Are there, I don't know, technical systems which do that?
How high is your signal intelligence? SIGINT.
And 17?
17?
Or 85?
No, SIGINT. It's a skill.
Yeah.
Oh, I misheard.
Yeah.
0.
0. You just think that the phone line has been disconnected. If you talk to some people around the table with higher SIGINTs, they might know.
Yeah, she, as soon as she realizes nothing is happening here, she furrows her brow and puts it on speaker and says, "What's this? It didn't even ring."
You have bad luck with phones, don't you?
I just stare at him.
You were the one who picked up the phone at the storage shed, right?
I stare again at him. Yeah, it was.
Luckily for you, this time it's not repeating. I know Chex probably has.
He should.
Sorry. I know Todd Wazinski probably has semi-high second. Does anyone else have any?
0.
I have 20.
All right. How high is yours, Todd?
40.
40? All right. Luckily, this isn't that complicated. You would know that when you call a payphone, the first time you call through, it doesn't make the ringing sound. You need to redial it to actually get the payphone.
Oh, really? Okay.
However, you guys are now aware that this is a payphone.
What year is it?
2016.
They still have payphones?
They do have payphones, but only in lower classes, lower income areas.
Man, I haven't seen one in almost 20 years. All right.
When Todd tells us, Todd, you will tell us, of course, right?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Any chance you can get to show off his information skills.
And Miranda does her thing again. Yeah, that's good. Maybe you can find out where the payphone is before we actually call this one again. So we might be prepared who would answer.
Well, if it's a payphone, it could be anybody, right?
I'm pretty sure the number isn't there for nothing. I'm pretty sure someone is waiting there. And is it now 20 past 4 exactly, or?
Depending on how long you left the phone,
It's probably 21 past
Yeah.
4 at this stage.
21, 22.
Okay, I call again.
All right. This time there is ringing, and it will continue, but no one appears to be standing beside the payphone to answer it. So this 420 might designate the time, it might designate something else.
Did it say specifically 420 or did it say 1620?
1620. 1620, yeah. Actually,
Okay, well, never mind
after the 20 is a what's that? A dot?
Another colon?
No, a dot.
Period.
Is that a period? Really? Jesus, that's embarrassing. Like
It's
just a
It's on one of the handouts.
yeah. Sorry.
No, which handout is
Oh,
that?
here it is. They are orphaned ones. Yeah, it's just a period.
Okay.
What's in the
Yeah.
phone's
And that
phone?
looks weird. I mean, why would you do that?
Well, where is Sunridge Apartments?
It is 2017. You guys all have cell phones, and so you
Exactly.
could
Google
pull it out
it.
and find it. All right. Upon Googling it, you'll find like a apartment rating type website, and you'll find out that there's 37 reviews for Sunridge Apartments on apartmentratings.com. 0% of them recommend the place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you see that there's dents, holes, black mold, backed up toilets, maintenance, rummages through personal belongings. And because of the noise, maintenance, safety, and ground, all of them are rated 1 out of 5 stars. However, you do find the address. And if Chex is trying to find out what payphone that, the location of that payphone, he'll find out that that payphone is located right outside of Sunridge Apartments.
Let's go. Come on, Briggs. Hit it.
I'll take off. You just tell me where to go.
How far away is it? Google Maps.
Yeah, Google Maps. From the area you're at right now, it's a little bit outside the city. Toward
ETA?
It's not too far away from the Motel 6 you passed. So about 17 minutes or so.
Try to get us there at 10.
I'll
It
get
is
us
rush
there in
hour
10.
traffic. So
I'll still get us there in 10.
Do we
Is that
pass
what-
maybe the location where we left Briggs' car? Or is that the other direction because we're still using only one car, the rental car.
I can say that you can go in and get his car. It would slow you down a little bit, but
I say
It's
leave
back
it.
at that base.
yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, we can go back and get it if you want, but
yeah. I mean, if
No,
there's a,
just saying, just
I-
asking
I-
if
driving with
it's on the way or
I
whatever.
think we should just write that car off.
Okay. Ah!
you got to swing back at some point and get my music, though.
that is his personal
Maybe
car. I
if we're
believe.
lucky, it'll get towed before we go.
Yeah, like I said, if you have a reason if you want to go to Sunridge immediately, then getting the car might take another, 15 minutes or so. If you're not in too big of a hurry, then you get the car.
We'll go back and pick it up in a little while. It'll be okay.
All right.
So I'll get in the rush hour traffic and make my way towards Sunridge Apartments.
Yeah. You'll begin passing this little bit worse part of town.
I'll lock the doors.
Nice. Even past the Motel 6. But before too long, you'll come across this small apartment area. Of Sunridge Apartments. You'll see that it's the outside doesn't look in overly bad shape, but it's kind of like the new paint job that doesn't fix any of the problems. You'll notice that in the area, there's clearly
Yeah, I love how the walls, none of them match.
Yep.
4 different types of walls on one side of the building.
yeah, but you'll notice that the people here, this is definitely some type of slumlord type complex. Looks like a lot of people who are not in the country legally are, I don't know why I'm trying to be so politically correct with this game, are just other people who can't afford anywhere better are kind of forced to live under these conditions.
Mhm.
You do see a payphone that appears to be at the end of the block between this and some other housing. You also see that in this leasing center, there is an office that says, the super or
Drop me off by the phone.
Yeah, I'll move in best we can so we can get at least a decent vantage point between that building and this phone and stuff, and drop off Nick so he can go do whatever he wants to do.
all right.
I'll run up to the phone, see is there anything in the phone booth.
It's not a phone booth. It's just basically a pole that has a phone on it.
Okay. Is there anything like a note or anything?
You'll see that there does appear to be like some graffiti carved into it and written on it.
Oh, what's it say?
But nothing. A couple of lesser known gangs, not much different from the gangs that that the Oklahoma branch of the FBI is dealing with. You can tell that this phone, just from your FBI background and kind of like criminal intelligence, that this phone is likely a good place where people can call for drugs. And you see that there's a back alleyway that leads behind Sunridge Apartments where there doesn't appear to be any camera, which might be a good place to make these deals.
Is there anybody out walking around or anything?
You definitely see people kind of sitting out on the front deck or the back porch of their apartments, really to escape some of the heat. You guess the air conditioning isn't too great here, and they definitely appear to be watching you, but they've seen crazier stuff.
I'll dial the number on my mobile phone just to see if this payphone rings.
All right. Once again, it will connect. You have to call it again to make it ring.
Yeah, hang up and redial.
It does ring.
Okay, well, so much for that. Gangs, you said, yeah? Are any of the gangs referred to as the orphans?
No. Not well. You don't see any thing about the orphans. Good try though.
Is there anything in the coin slot? I'll be very careful too, because I don't want to stick my finger into a hypodermic needle or something.
Yeah. No. It looks like that this payphone has been broken open a couple times, where people have stolen the change from it. But it appears to be.
Does it look like it would be easy to break open again?
Yeah.
I'll do so.
All right. How are you breaking it open?
Let's see. I'm sure I have a heavy-duty flashlight or something. I'll use that to just kind of pop it open.
Yeah. And so you bang kind of this metal reinforcement a little bit, and you'll be able to pull it down and see that there's a couple of quarters, maybe $6 worth of quarters. Also, you see that there's kind of these metal pegs that people put in there to make calls instead of using real quarters. And once again, people watching you as you do this, they're probably not used to seeing someone dressed like. What are you wearing as you do this?
That's a very good question. Well, I would not be wearing my FBI uniform.
Okay. Yeah.
What does Nick wear? He's probably got like a kind of a white tank top with some kind of a little like blazer on over it, and jeans.
Yeah. So people, you don't exactly appear to fit the typical people in the area who would do this. It's mainly, teens who are looking for a little bit of money, addicts.
I'm not taking the money either.
So. Well, exactly, but you're breaking into the change box, so that's what people speculate you're doing. But yeah, all you find is really coins in there.
Damn. Okay. Well, I'll close it back up.
All right.
I was hoping to find some kind of clue or something, but
yeah, no, you're doing great.
Yeah.
You're very precise in your investigation.
I'm gonna go walk over towards that alleyway.
All right.
Now, here's a quick question. I don't actually see any. There wasn't an equipment section on this character sheet. I don't think, was there? No.
Well, there is on the other ones, but not the one that you have.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I don't think. Let me see here.
The way I handle it is, if it's something that your agent would definitely have, you have it. If it's something you might have.
I don't carry a gun. I'm not that kind of guy, really. I'm a forensics guy. So, I've got my flashlight in my hand. I know it's like not dark out yet, but just in case, I know I've lived in Chicago. I know, you walk into an alleyway, it's a good way to get mugged. So
right.
I'll keep my flashlight in my hand. It's like one of those old kind of, it probably is like 10-year-old Maglite. Uses like 4 D batteries to power it.
Right. So you'll walk back there, and it will smell horrible. Definitely the smell of the sewage and trash that hasn't been like neatly put into the trash can by maintenance. So it's just like spilled all over the bottom of the dumpster,
Mm-hmm.
and neither maintenance nor the city wants to take care of it. However, how high is your church?
Let's see. 40.
40. All right. After a while, you will find interesting. There's a lot of like wrinkled up paper in one place or another, but after unrolling some and finding out the tissues or other things,
I've put out some disposable gloves too,
Yeah.
and I'm being real careful because I know alleyways, discarded needles, condoms, all that shit. So
yeah. You find this note that I sent to you guys in message.
Remove all my limbs.
ASIL, you would know,
Mhm.
like is an intelligence name. You know V Shell was the one that went missing, and so A Shell stands out to you as something that might be Delta Green related.
So that's
okay. I'll keep this note.
probably one of the guys who we are looking for was here.
B cell is the guys we're looking for, right?
Yeah.
B,
Mhm.
yeah. B as in
Oh, right. One of them that was here,
vegetarian.
though. Yeah, and he wanted to contact another cell. Yeah, right. Sorry. I'm following you now, Elizabeth. Yeah, I'll take the note back to the car, climb in, and I'll hand it over to the other doctor. So, what do you think of this? Sounds like some kind of surgical procedure.
It's all the way in Pennsylvania.
Well, the note comes from somewhere in Pennsylvania, yeah, but that's a long way from Oklahoma.
And that name isn't on the invitation we got, so
I think that was just the piece of paper that they used to write the note on.
Maybe.
I don't think the name or the address or number. Although it might not hurt. Fuck it, I'll dial that phone number for Representative Susan Bard. If it's 4:30, 4:40 or something like that in the afternoon here.
Yeah,
so
and so that's
it's going to be like nearly 7:00 over in Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah,
It's
so
like
you'll
Oklahoma's
get
on Mountain Time.
You'll get a general recording of thank you for your patriotism of calling Ellen M. Barr state representative. You figure that even during hours, there's typically the long.
Yeah, I just wanted to see just in case the number was for something else.
but we should really call there again because I mean it's a state representative. Maybe I don't know. Maybe she knows something.
Yeah, it looks like just one of those little sponsorship notepads, though, that they hand out to every person on the street.
Maybe, but maybe not.
About this time, you see a really greasy-looking guy who you guess is the head slum lord. Very short and chubby Italian balding man wearing a gray sweat-stained wife beater and some khakis that just have stains up and down them, leaving the super office, and he appears to be walking out to his car.
Everybody's in the car, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to run him over?
Briggs will give a bit of a nod, kind of squeal the tires a little bit and pull up in front of him. Not going to hit him or nothing, just pull up and have a chat with him.
Yeah, he's lived in this area long enough that as soon as he hears the wheels, you'll see his pudgy little body and his legs just booking it toward his car. Trying like half of a Duke of Hazzard hood slide, but really just like flying over on his belly, kind of crawling over the car, butt crack showing, just typical.
There you go, Dr. Miranda. Enjoy that. I'll park right behind us. Well, assuming that he can't pull out or pull back, whatever way he can't go, pull in front of him.
Try to park him in.
Yeah, you feel that if you feel like your character needs to be candy, check after that. Feel free. But he will, yeah, you'll see him reach inside of his car. It's a bit older Volvo metal frame, but he'll get a lead pipe and he'll begin shouting at you and cussing at you, waving the pipe, telling you to move.
I'll kind of open up the door a little bit and step out and undo my holster, kind of put my gun on the top of the car, kind of sit it there for a moment and give him a bit of a smile. Mm-hmm. It's like, we'd like to have a few words. My friend here, she's a doctor.
You hear from the inside, "Was that necessary, Sergeant?" Although he is a lieutenant.
Well, certainly. Why don't you come over and have a chat with us, buddy? Just a few words.
He'll look at you, see, you a cop?
No, but we have donuts.
Oh. He'll say, I get plenty around here. I'm not saying anything without a warrant.
We have ways to make you talk. Do we really want to go that far?
How are you saying that? Is that kind of like a tongue-in-cheek thing, or are you actually being intimidating?
Oh, no, more of like an intimidation, sort of.
And so you can see that he's kind of looking at you to call you a bluff. He's choking up on this lead pipe he has.
Yeah, I'll pick up my gun and, kind of click the wheel back a little, inspect it for a moment, click the safety off. Says just one shot in the kneecap. You'll be fine. You'll have a few words.
Sergeant, if this one bleeds out, you're cleaning it up.
Lieutenant.
That's what we got Todd for.
You called him Sergeant, so I called him Sergeant. We're going for consistency here.
I guess I'm Sergeant Briggs now. That's cool, too.
Is that a promotion or a demotion?
I'm not sure.
That would be a demotion, I'm pretty sure.
Demotion? Okay, yeah. Okay.
See you guys. Thanks.
Yeah,
Look,
sure.
my beautiful lady friend here, she just wants to have a few words. She saw you clambering over the hood of your car, ass cheeks showing. She wanted me to hurry over here. Right, doctor?
That's when I get out of the car, like, staring daggers at him. Yes, indeed, Sergeant. And she looks over to that man. Sir, wouldn't you be inclined to talk to us just for a moment?
Yeah. He'll realize that his lead pipe isn't too effective against a gun. And so, and upon seeing this woman, he'll kind of slick his kind of sweat-filled hand from the temporary situation across the remaining hair in his head, kind of brush the crumbs off of his tank top that's kind of sagging down past some of his chest hair, and he will say, "You got a couple questions, but anything about tenants and those lawsuits are legal matters I'm not allowed to talk about."
Why don't we begin with an easy question for you? If I say orphans, what does that bring to mind to you?
Let's say kids who don't have parents.
And I'll look at him like, does he know more than he says?
That would be human intelligence. So HUMINT.
I've got a wonderful 10%, but maybe in the car someone is capable of like.
Not me.
Oh, great!
I got 10% as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah. You can tell that this guy isn't that bright. So this psychological word association test, it's really all he's treating it as. But yeah, he appeared to like not expect that to be what you're asking him about.
Okay. She nods and says, "Well then, that was easy, right? Maybe we can continue the easy way. What about, you see that payphone?"
Hold on. Looks like someone broke into it again.
Yeah, I bet that happens a lot here. Like looking for a moment into the car. And then she stays straight again and
I kicked the back of her chair.
"What about, have you seen someone there like always at 4:20 recently?
Okay.
At a specific time?"
Okay, most people here don't have cell phones or landlines. There's people who make calls in that all the time.
But nobody in particular who seems to be using it as his constant line, especially at this time of day.
Okay. You're trying to imply a drug dealer?
Not necessarily. Maybe.
He says, "Look, what happens off my property, I prefer not to pay attention to. It goes easier that way for me and everybody else.
Well, we can start to be very, very not easy on you if you don't tell us what you're not paying attention to. You know.
Okay, the people who will want me to not pay attention will do worse things to me than you guys could.
I don't know about that.
I'll get out of the car again, and I'll walk back over towards the payphone and kind of look back at his building. Does he have any security cameras in that seem to maybe point in this general direction that might capture the payphone?
You'll see that there at one time there appeared to be a camera or two that watched the payphone, but especially the alley that you were in. However, it looks like people throwing bricks or breaking it just so they wouldn't be under surveillance broke it long ago.
Yeah, figure so. It was worth a shot.
I bend over and look into the car again.
He watches you bend over.
No. I'll look into the car again and I say to Todd, who's the only one left here now, anything?
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe this guy doesn't know what's going on in his own building. That strikes me as weird.
Me neither.
Tell you what, sir. How about we help each other out here? I've seen the reviews this place has got. And no, you're not going to get proper residents like this. I can make that look a lot better. Get you some, better people, better money coming in. If you can tell us, maybe has anybody new moved in the last? What was the time frame? We had a rough kind of.
The time frame of what?
About when these people were kicking about, the disappeared agents.
Relatively recently.
Yeah.
In the past week or so.
So in the last week, or maybe anybody with kids? No orphans? Kids.
Oh,
children.
kids.
Yeah, those little, small, gross humans.
Yeah, he goes, well, I don't care much about those ratings. I don't have. There's plenty of people who need a place to live, and so my building's typically full. However, one guy came who wanted to keep stuff off the books. He paid me $100 for one night.
How much did you charge him for the room?
Hello?
He'll look at you and say, $100.
Oh, I see.
I got that joke.
Well, when was he here?
He'll say, just a couple days ago. I kept his name off the books, but
You remember it, right? You would be the guy to remember this.
well, when he took out his wallet to pay me, I noticed that his ID was different than the name he gave me. I don't quite remember it. Long, or I think it was Long.
Mm-hmm. I'm walking over right now, and I'll kind of lean over to Elizabeth and say, Lang.
Miranda.
Yeah.
But she nods.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, he'll know. He was just some dopey guy with huge calves.
Why do I have Elizabeth on the brain? I don't know.
And Miranda, now realizing that her tactic didn't work, like whispers to Todd again. Actually impressed, she says, "Ask him for his room. If we can look into the room."
Sure. If you can help us out here, man, that'd be appreciated. We're trying to track him down.
Yeah.
I'll take a couple 20s out of my wallet.
Yeah, he'll say, "We've had people in that room since. I don't think he left anything, and if he did, then maintenance would have turned it into me."
Did they at least have a car? Anyone seen with him?
Yes. No. There's not many cars around here. Most people know that if you bring a car, then it's liable to get broken in and stolen. He must have had someone picking him up and driving him around.
Bear in mind that this is the guy that was friends with the colonel or whatever it was we talked to recently. Hey, Briggs.
Mm-hmm.
Did we get the colonel's home address?
I don't think so. I got his shopping list.
I've got his laptop.
Got his laptop.
Good point.
Oh, we didn't look into that one, right?
Not yet.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
God damn it, Todd, wake up.
I've been using it this whole time to look on Google reviews for Sunridge Apartments and Google Maps.
Well, and I'll hold out one of the 20s. Maybe we can have a look at the room anyway. It's not occupied at the moment, is it?
He says someone does pay for it, but they typically work during this time.
Oh, excellent. And Miranda walks around the car to the direction of the entrance.
What number was it?
You'll see that it's number 3. However, the number is missing from the door. There's just like this unstained, like number with the middle thing's falling up. Yeah.
I'll. Do we need anything else from this guy? You think?
Don't think so.
He'll hand you the key, and then leave it in the drop box. I probably shouldn't be around while you do this.
I'll give him the $20.
Yeah. He'll take it, just how sweaty and greasy his hands are. Almost immediately as it touches his hand, it's like dipping it in water. Like the bill begins to shrivel a little bit and get damp.
Yeah, okay. I'll try not to touch him.
The key he's given us, is it just the key to the place, or is it like a master key?
It's not a master key, it's just for the room. If you open the door, you'll find that it's pretty filthy, lived in. There is there's spaces where there would be a refrigerator and microwave. However, all that stuff is either broken or long gone. The only thing that like resembles something that food can be cooked in is there's a kettle. Like an electric kettle that you plug into the wall, and there appears to be a whole lot of cups of the ramen noodles, instant noodles that someone's been eating a lot. There's some cereal and milk inside.
What kind of cereal?
Roll a d20. Very cheap. It's like
I rolled an 8.
It's like, okay, yeah, like if you go to Walmart, they have like the name brand things in the big bags, and so
President's Choice and shit.
yeah, it's like it's not
Frankenberry, it's Frankenballs.
Yeah.
No, I was just wondering if anything matched up with our shopping list. Remember, that was what I was thinking.
No. So it's definitely like it's like a strange kid cereal that has a gopher as a mascot. It's something that you've never seen before, and you look at the ingredients, and it's just like all like high fructose corn syrup and bleached flour. No redeeming quality about it besides getting kids high on sugar until you send them off to school.
I walk up into the room, wrinkle my nose, and then get out a pair of surgical gloves and start doing a thorough search of the room. I will probably regret that.
I'll assist her with that too, and I would suggest to probably to Todd or Briggs, somebody maybe keep an eye out just in case the tenants show up. Might have to run interference.
Yeah.
I'll move my car for this poor sap so he can get out of here and kind of park in front of the door where they're at, taking up that parking spot for the moment in case anybody wants it. I'll hang out in the car while they do their thing.
Yeah, kind of good. You hang out in the car because you see people kind of looking at the car, almost waiting for you to leave. Just so they can do it quick.
I'll just kind of tip my hat with my gun, give them a bit of a smile.
I'll take somebody just outside the door, within shouting distance of the door, just in case and look like I belong there. You know, leaning on the balcony.
Yeah. What is Todd wearing?
I imagine probably a t-shirt, some kind of plaid shirt, denim jacket.
Yeah, you don't exactly look like you belong there, but you're trying to like pose yourself on the porch the way that the other people are to just kind of fit in. You go through and you find like receipts and just random paperwork and lease agreements that appear to belong to whoever's renting the room. However, nothing that appears to be left here by Lane.
Well, that wasn't. Yeah.
Well, it was worth a try. No possibility of any kind of secret compartments or anything of that sort. No, like a place where maybe the carpet comes up if there is a carpet, so you could like have a trapdoor or anything like that.
Wow, I don't know. Yeah, actually, there is a place where the carpet comes up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and as you lift the carpet up, you'll see there's just mold underneath that actually lifted the
Oh,
carpet
nice.
up.
As I see that, I say, "Come on, Nathan, we'll go."
Who's Nathan?
And she doesn't even stop. She's already out of the room and
Damn it, Elizabeth.
and looks to Todd, shakes her head, nothing, and walks to the car.
You did
Over in
mention
the
that.
car. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you did mention that anything that maybe left would be handed in by maintenance. Do you think you would actually tell the truth about anything that was handed in? I thought there was some value.
You remember reading that there were reports of basically stealing stuff, and so it would be near impossible unless they took something to a nearby pawn shop, and it happens to still be there. It'll be near impossible to trace, especially with their plausible deniability.
Doubtful that our guy would have left anything here anyway.
Yeah, he is Delta Green.
Well, I would suggest we check the computer, and depending on what we find, we maybe should visit our friend, the what was he, Commander, Colonel? Colonel.
Yeah, it is probably at this point getting close to 6 at night. So, like I said, it will take a couple hours into the night to actually unencrypt the Colonel's laptop to be able to use and get the files. Also, if you want to pick up the car, the base is technically open 24/7, but It's up to you guys what order you want to do stuff.
When you guys get out to the car, you'll see Briggs kind of scrolling through his phone. Has one of those little 3.5 jacks, into his phone and into the stereo of the car. And then you can hear that Sex and Candy song playing as he's kind of listening through it. Research.
Of course,
Better than Jimmy
Sergeant.
Buffett.
Getting into the car.
Thank God for iTunes. You can buy anything, anywhere, at any time with this.
I stick out my head through the window and say, anything important, maybe, besides iTunes?
Well, they just told me to listen to Marcy's Playground. I'm just doing the research. You guys were digging through old used condoms and ramen noodles. I'm listening to the tunes.
You can tell that as you begin playing this music, all the people on their porches have gone inside. I forgot to mention this rental car you're in has an MP3 jack where you just plug it in, listen to music.
Yeah. Well, we definitely need to get my car. Some of my equipment's back in the trunk there, so we do got to swing through there at some point.
Let's do that then. Timothy can have a look into the computer while we're driving, right, Timothy? Looking to Todd.
I can try.
It will take you longer than this car ride, too.
Yeah, of course, but he can already start.
He can
why
begin.
waste time?
Yeah. You get back. At this point, a whole lot of people are leaving Tinker if they live off house since it's the end of workday. And so the way out of Tinker is just filled with cars. The way in, they have 1 and 2 gates that you don't have to wait long. Once you get through, you go back to the health division that you were at, and you find the car untouched, still in the parking spot.
Thank God. Is there still a lot of people on? Everybody's leaving, basically? It's really the end of the day.
The parking lot of the health is pretty empty. They notice that their bosses that come back, and with the catch away, the mice leave early.
Well, what kind of progress you making, Timothy?
He's probably encrypted some of the simpler stuff, but there appears to be some files that are heavily encrypted, which of course would be the most interesting.
And of course, I spent 10 minutes hacking your iTunes account.
Birds will kind of stare across this parking lot, at this main entrance that they went into before. Says, bet you the Colonel has some good stuff in there. You guys brave enough to go in there?
The Colonel's office?
Well, Miranda stares at the lieutenant.
I got my relief clothes in the car. I can fit right in, but I don't know if it's worth it.
I mean, you guys are on base in a breaking into a military compound.
But late. It's late. The secretary might not be there anymore, right?
I'm sure they have plenty of cameras and whatnot, but
yeah,
I'm just thinking of ideas here. Maybe our hacker friend can figure something out here in a little while.
Miranda
So we gotta find a place to stay for the night anyway. We gotta come up with something.
Yeah, Miranda looks over to Todd. Can you?
Aiding in breaking and entering is also a federal offense.
We work for the federal.
Well, yeah, you guys would be aware that if you find out there's something in there you need, and that's pertinent to the case, then you do need to go in there. But until you're absolutely sure, you probably don't want to risk drawing this much attention, because Delta Green is one of those businesses that they desert you immediately.
I think Todd finds the computer. We get your car out of here. We go maybe pay the Colonel a visit at home. He'll feel if we find his home and we visit him there, it's going to put him in a rough spot. He'll feel vulnerable. We know where his family is, right?
He'll be quite defensive as well. I'm sure he's packing a lot of ammo than we have.
Mm-hmm.
I would make him some margaritas.
We could bring him
Got a
back
couple
his
guns.
laptop.
That we conveniently found.
And Timothy could, in the meantime, decrypt all those files. We pay a visit to the colonel, and we can come back here later if we find something interesting which might lead us back to his office, right?
The colonel definitely knows something he's not telling us.
Definitely.
Isn't that reason enough to go into his office?
If Lang was staying here, and I mean, there's a good chance that the colonel was coming by those apartments as well, you know?
Hmm.
I mean, I'm just thinking at this point, given what information we have, and we're running out of leads here, unless Todd finds something valuable in those files, we might have to resort to some more aggressive tactics.
That's the way I like it.
Yeah. So, are you going to the colonel's house?
Yeah. Sergeant, please drive.
Who's riding with me?
Oh, we're having two cars, right?
I'll drive.
Good.
All right. Yeah. Probably
Just because I don't want to ride with Jimmy Buffett over there.
Todd would be able to work through some federal database, or even just while he's unencrypting some of the emails, you find out that there was a invitation to one of his daughter's birthday parties, and so he gets the address of that. So you find the address, a pretty nice subdivision just outside of Oklahoma City.
Gated?
Nope.
Good.
Thank God he's not living on base. Wow. Yeah.
All right.
What'd you find so far, Todd?
He's still working on it. He found the address. That's all he's found so far.
God damn, Todd.
The master is at work. These things take time.
Make it look so easy on TV. So, are you going to his house?
Is there light inside? Is he even home? Do we see his car?
Yeah, it's been 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, it's been a few hours.
And
Yeah,
so
but
he's had time to call AAA and get his tire replaced. You'll see that it appears to be kind of like post-family dinner. The blinds are closed, but there are a couple lights inside the house.
Shit, we should have gone here when he was still busy with his car.
Yeah, we could have kidnapped his family and used them as leverage. Apparently, I watch different TV shows than you guys do.
Apparently, you
Definitely.
live life differently than we do.
Can you say what you said again about that implication of the birthday party?
You just found his address in it.
All right.
My favorite TV show is Breaking Bad, okay?
Yeah.
What about if we start talking to him about whatever Lang again? We ring the bell, like make him busy, and one of us maybe gets inside in a different way, and I'll look over to the sergeant's car, to the lieutenant's car, and maybe that one could have a look into his private office.
How are your B&E skills there, Lieutenant?
Some people say they're good. Is there actually like a breaking and entering, or is there?
I think it'll be stealth.
Stealth. Yeah, I'm pretty decent. I'm at 50, so.
All right.
Could be
So,
worse.
are some of you going to confront from the front and try to distract him?
Yes.
All right.
If the others agree, of course.
Just taking a look at it, do we see like a lot of shadows inside, or is it just a couple? Or
you would guess that his family's home, which would be him, his wife, and the daughter. Like
okay,
15-year-old daughter.
Oh, and important, do we see cameras or stuff like that? I mean, he's a... No? Good.
You do believe he has a dog?
I hate dogs.
You see angry, like as if someone was really angry about a salad spoiling. They just like spiked the salad down the ground. So like wilted leaves are all over the driveway.
I hate salads.
Yeah. So,
well, if you guys want to have a chat with him, I'll see what I can come up with.
Yeah, maybe we're even successful talking to him. If not, we'll just keep him busy.
Why don't you at least give me a sign or something? I don't want to be breaking in this fellow's house and risking getting shot if you guys are having a conversation already.
What kind of sign do you want?
I don't know, scratch your ass or something.
Okay.
so
But maybe he invites us inside. So maybe I will give you a call. I will pretend I will have to make a quick call and call you.
I'll make sure I put my phone on vibrate then.
That's a bit obvious. Maybe you just pretend you're getting a text message or something.
thank you for letting us in. Let me make a call real quick.
Yeah,
There used to be a thing. No, there
I
used to be a thing on some phones. You could tap a certain button a certain way, and your phone would ring. It was a great way to fake like you were receiving a call, so you could ditch somebody. Does anybody remember when phones used to do that?
I remember that.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought we were going together, like Nathan and Nicholas. Nicholas and I are going together, so he could still talk to the colonel and.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I'll do.
Briggs is the one that was gonna like be the backup in case it needed to be infiltrated.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go in with Miranda. I'll have Briggs' number up on my phone, like ready to just push send, basically.
And Briggs, what are you gonna do in the meantime? Are you just kind of like scouting out the house?
Yeah, he just wants to go around, kind of peek in the windows a little bit, and just the basic scouting, see if he can figure out where he needs to go.
Yeah. So it's getting dark enough that you kind of begin looking in, and you can see, this is the daughter's bedroom. This is, the living room, and begin making your way around to know where the office might be. Is Todd just in the car doing the computer stuff?
Yep, by the glow of the TV light.
You just see the glow in the car.
Yeah. And so the other two of you would be free to approach the door.
Okay. I ring the bell.
And it will be open by the colonel. He's no longer wearing his military camos. He's now kind of dressed down, wearing jeans and a t-shirt. You do see that there is a gun with a holster on his hip, but he'll open it and he'll recognize the two of you from earlier today.
Of course.
Good evening, sir.
He'll just kind of groan and say, "You came to my office, and I guess it's just convenient that I had a flat tire and a laptop missing."
Oh, that's really inconvenient, I'd say.
He'll say, "Look, I don't know what you guys have been wanting these past couple days."
Oh, I'm pretty sure you do know, but we came to share some information with you. because I understand you were friends, Lang and you, right? And I imagine you would like to know as well what's going on.
Unless
So
he
we
already
come to
knows
share.
Yes, I knew Lang, and he came down to visit me.
You knew him. Past tense. That's an interesting choice.
I know Lang, and he came down to visit me.
Oh, good recovery there, Colonel.
I know of a Lang.
I'll scratch my ass.
He'll say, but he'll let you know. What's it to you?
Well, let's say he is a friend of us as well, and we are looking for him because he's missing, and I think you know that.
He, okay, as far as I know, after he visited with me, he was going to go back home to Pennsylvania.
Well, he never got there. Why don't you tell us? I mean, we're giving you another chance here. Why don't you tell us what he was up to?
We were just catching up. He said he had a friend who was part of the CDC and that I should meet her. However, I never got a chance to.
CDC. Did he ever talk about an infection? What was it?
Outbreak of the mumps.
Yeah. Did he ever talk about something like this?
Yes. Check by this time, you probably have found that information. But he'll say he was researching something out here. I'm not sure if he ever told me what.
Oh, is her name maybe Nathan?
Her name
What's
was
her
not
name?
Nathan. No.
She turns to Nicholas and says, Nathan, what's her name again? For fuck's sake. Where's our Google sheet?
Are you talking about the CDC, Katie Birdshaw?
Yeah, Katie Birdshaw, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Sounds familiar, but I'm not sure if I ever wrote down the name.
Okay, so they were somehow connected.
Why'd you ditch us earlier, Colonel? It was kind of rude. Hurt my
Yeah, and
feelings.
suspicious.
He said, I had a lunch meeting.
Well, you could have just left us, but instead you chose to use your other exit. That was really weird. I never did that, and I'm a woman.
Yes. Look, I don't know what branch of the military you're from, but I know that you have been watching me the past 2 weeks. And believe it or not, I prefer not to handle stuff as roguely as you all do.
Two weeks? How do you know?
Okay. Late at night, hearing sounds of people around my house. Soldiers reporting strange people coming inside of my department. People trying to hack sources.
You're a career military man, right, Colonel?
He says, yes.
I'm sure you understand the need for confidentiality then.
He says, I do, which is why I'm not threatened by whatever you're trying to figure out. However, I know that some of my work is confidential, which you can take my laptop, but it's so encrypted, I doubt you'll even be able to find anything.
And there's nothing to worry if we had it, of course. That didn't help much.
About this time? Oh, go ahead if you had something important.
I just wanted to say that I keep him busy by actually telling him what we found in that hotel, or what we didn't find.
The Sunrise Apartments?
Yeah, I just feed him some information, blah, 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 and stretch the story out like forever to give the lieutenant some time.
Yeah, did you visit Lang at the Sunrise Apartments? We know you visited him at the motel.
He says, I don't know what you're talking about. But as she's drawing this out, you'll hear the scream of Christopher's wife coming from the back side of the house.
Christopher, is that the Colonel?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You'll hear the sound of the Colonel's wife scream across the house, across the back of the house. And he'll kind of run through the house, the back area, to see what it is.
Oh my god, I run after him?
Through the house?
Yeah.
All right. Also, you will hear a scream. All you will hear a scream. Briggs, you've kind of been along the side of the house, but the scream came from around where you know the office is. And so at some point, he'll run to the house, and you'll see a well-built man, athletic, running out the rear of the house and hopping the back fence. Briggs, Nicholas, and Miranda, you all can make athletic checks. Or alertness. Sorry.
That's
Briggs, you
worse.
can make it at plus 20.
Nope.
Briggs gets a plus 20?
Yeah.
Okay. I made it. I rolled a 14.
All right. Yeah. So with you
Shit.
already running around the back, everyone else won't be able to see this guy hopping the fence. However, since you're already outside, you'll be able to see him hop the fence. Are you going to chase him?
Yeah.
All right. I need you to make a athletics check.
Okay. Is there any kind of, in this system, is there any kind of luck that you can burn or anything, like you can in Call of Cthulhu or anything? Just like curiosity?
How high is your athletics?
Base, I think it's 30.
I'm gonna say I got a 27 on my alertness. I don't know.
Yeah, you would have passed. Is that
The base is 30, right? So if you have 27, then should you actually have 57?
wait? Briggs is Morgan's character.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're making the athletics check, right?
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know why I
Yeah.
thought it was me because I succeeded on the first one. Sorry. My bad.
Well, you succeed on the
see.
alert too. Then you can make it too.
Yeah, I
Briggs.
rolled the 14.
So make my athletics then.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah.
I wasn't looking at the hangout so I didn't hear who was talking.
Yeah, it's a success. It's a 44.
All right, so that's a critical success.
Okay.
Because double digits, same number.
I do whatever that means then. So
yeah,
see this guy coming running out. I'm just gonna take chase after him.
That was and also like the colonel is going to take chase after him. Also, Fowler, you'll kind of take chase out of him. Miranda, you'll just kind of stand there watching all these guys.
Ian dropped.
That's all right. So the three of you will take chase. The colonel will kind of reach the fence and then realize he's too old to really this crap and jump over it. So the other two of you will be able to pass him.
Mm-hmm.
And Fowler, you'll catch him just in time to see his license plate. You'll get the last three digits, 599. However, with that critical success, Lieutenant Briggs, you'll be able to run a little bit quicker and see the whole license plate. And let me.
What state is it?
Oklahoma.
Can I try to like shoot out a tire or something?
You want to fire in a residential neighborhood late at night?
A nice residential neighborhood too, right?
Yeah.
That's true. That's a good point. Probably not then.
Okay. The whole license plate is, I guess, 0A-5599.
Got it.
Miranda, you're standing there with this colonel's wife, and you can tell that she's completely freaked out that someone was rummaging inside the office. And so she's just looking at you saying, who would be a horrible enough person to want to come here and interrupt our family? We're just...
Miranda stares at her for a moment because she just can't work with people who are crying and not they have to behave. And then she just talks over her and says, "Did you see what they took?"
I don't know. He was going through my husband's filing cabinet. And she said, I better call the cops. And you'll see her like
we are already taking care of this. We are the cops. And I point at is there more than one filing cabinet or more?
There's 2 or 3, but one of them is clearly open and looks like it's been dug through.
Okay, so I point at that one and say, "This one," and I just walk over and basically do the same what the man did. I will check if there's something missing.
Roll persuade at minus 20%.
Can I get a modifier for my flashlight?
Well, you're not there. You're chasing the person.
Oh yeah, you're right.
17, yeah.
So you succeeded?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she'll kind of put down the phone and she'll say, nothing. I mean, and you'll look in and it's just like old tax returns and there doesn't appear to be any business stuff in there.
I just casually walk over to the other ones and start rummaging there as well.
Yeah, you find some things from the wife's business. She appears to be in accounting somewhere, but nothing like top secret government, just general.
I turn around and say, would you be so kind and check if they're already coming back downstairs? I will be coming soon.
Yeah, and after you guys see this car kind of peel off, you all can kind of return to this house.
And if she leaves, I would go to his desk and, yeah, start searching everything I can in the short time.
Yeah, you'll notice that this desk belongs a lot more to the wife than the husband. So you'll just find general stuff from her business. She appears to sell some like miracle, like oils,
Oh, God.
some pyramid scheme, and so you'll find a lot of samples of these oils.
Mm-hmm.
She's a snake oil salesman.
Do I still have time? I mean, how much time did I spend here now?
I mean, you can spend as much time as you'd like.
Okay. I rush into the hallway and look for.
Holy!
What?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You're being thorough. You're being thorough.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, like open the doors and look for another office which might belong to the colonel.
You'll open the door and you'll see the daughter's bedroom where the mother is consoling her daughter on the bed. And they'll
Close
look
the
up
door
wondering. All right.
As we're walking back, I'm like, Briggs, I can't believe you let him get away.
He had a head start, lucky bastard.
Why did you shoot out his tire?
Because it's dark outside. I didn't want to wake up the kids.
You don't have a silencer?
Not on me. It's in the trunk. The colonel's with us, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Is he like headed back to his house?
Like,
he, like,
well,
hanging with
he
us?
didn't get as far as you. You guys jumped the fence. You got to stay in the
okay.
fence. And so he like runs back in to look for his wife, probably opening the office door and finding Miranda going through all the stuff.
Yeah, assuming he's not with us then. Obviously, this guy knows something. They wouldn't be following him for weeks and going through his stuff and clearly stealing things unless he knows something more than he's saying. Or maybe even his wife or daughter, maybe somebody else has something to do with it and he doesn't know. Yeah.
I text the guys and write, found nothing in the office.
Well, we can see what Todd dug up.
How we can check out this license plate. You got the whole thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. 0A599.
All right. And so you can continue to pester this grieving family right now, if you wish.
No, I would leave. I would leave the office and go down and meet the others downstairs, I guess.
I'll say to Briggs too, especially with the colonel there within earshot.
No.
No, I would try to make sure that he.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. He is.
Say, I don't know, Briggs. Or no, I don't want to say Briggs. I don't know, Lieutenant. Do you think this family knows too much already?
Well, if they do, they're not saying nothing. We're pretty much at a dead end unless we want to follow through on this plate. Obviously, whoever's here, whoever that was, knows something, so they might be the better bet.
Yeah.
Or they might have what the colonel already had anyways.
Well, let's collect Elizabeth and get out of here.
Is that her name? I couldn't remember her name every damn time. I just call her Doctor. Briggs will just he won't even bother going through the house. He'll just kind of head out towards the car where you can see this blue glow cascading Todd's face. Give a little knock on the window.
Yeah, the faint muffled sound of Jimmy Buffett coming from in front quickly gets turned off as you realise he's been discovered.
Do I really want to know what he was looking at on that computer?
I was more embarrassed about the fact he's listening to Jimmy Buffett.
I'll give you the thumbs up. You find anything? Says we had somebody broke into the house. They might probably stole whatever was in there. Did you come up with anything in the laptop?
Almost there. Just aha. Oh, this is juicy. Just kind of spins the laptop round to you, and the word soldier and biological command. Sorry, soldier and biological chemical command, United States Army, kind of comes up on the screen. So
Always heard rumors of that in the force.
all these guys are into everything: research and development of chemical and biological weapons, emergency prep and response. These guys deal with everything. All those cool things you see in the movies, these guys have got it.
That might explain why our CDC agent was here.
Mm-hmm.
Miranda walks up and says, "Is it possible that they were testing something on orphans?"
It seems to be that way.
I mean, someone wrote down, "They are orphans!" Exclamation mark, like in shock.
Hey, you know, they've done it before.
Briggs will sniff the air. Anybody smell lavender?
No.
So, well, we got this license plate. Timothy, Todd, computer guy, write this down on a piece of paper and kind of hand it to him. This is the guy that was fleeing the scene. Maybe you can use a colonel's laptop for a few more minutes and see what we can dig up on this guy. Be happy to drive us wherever we need to go.
You have 2 cars.
I know, but I'm just happy to drive whoever wants to ride with me.
Okay.
I think
got
it's
a
going to be
full
Todd
passengers.
from now on. Now we know he's a Buffett fan.
After you're done decrypting this, you don't find anything else interesting. Would you give the laptop back to the colonel?
Maybe
I say
not
we just found it on the
directly.
street.
Yeah.
I mean,
Does he have like a big picture window into his like living room or something?
No.
Okay, fine. Does he throw it from the car through the window and drive the hell away?
The fact is, though, this colonel has all this stuff in his computer, so clearly he must know more than he was letting on to. Should we take it up with him or just move on?
Maybe we should
got what
just
we need.
maybe we should take it up with his office. Now that gives us the information we needed to see. Now we have a reason to
Or
infiltrate.
warrant, if you will.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
the
game.
agency should back us up on that, right?
I mean, the stuff in his computer, he does appear to be acting within government regulations. If he is part of this task force or running it through his cover, then
What'd you get on that license plate, Todd?
through the license plate, he'll find out that it appears to be a phony license plate through a rental car. However, if you run the rental car by the system by morning time, you might know who it belongs to.
Well, you kind of look over at Miranda. Did they seem to know who this person was? Did they say anything while you were with them?
Oh, definitely not. The wife was crying, and she says that like as if it was a sin.
Mm-hmm.
Typical female response to a situation of stress.
And they definitely, or the one who was breaking in didn't know the layout of the house because they were searching the office of the wife.
Maybe
Did they get away with anything?
I don't think so. And if they did, it was about tax and stuff like that.
You know, guys, this whole operation, this Delta Green stuff stinks. I think we should go out for a drink.
Margaritas for everybody.
I don't think we should have a drink while we didn't even find one big clue.
Oh, well, where do you propose we go next then, Elizabeth?
You have a margarita recipe. You can just pick up the ingredients and have it.
Oh, we already have
the
the
hotel.
alcohol already, right?
Oh, screw that. I want to go to a bar.
That's dark out. You know what's going on at the Motel 6, right, Todd?
Todd closed the laptop.
I just came up for no reason.
Well, I could go for a drink, and I could go for some burger and fries and something to eat, and figure out where to go from there.
If y'all don't want to go to the place, then you can go back to the hotel and get some more work done. If you're willing to work the night, then you might be able to find, or work a couple more hours tonight before sleep. You might be able to find out license plate a little bit sooner.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I mean, that sounds
definitely
like
up
Todd
for
has some
that.
work to do.
I mean, surely this bar has Wi-Fi in this day and age.
See, Todd wants a Guinness.
Don't tell me Todd, who spends his time playing EVE Online, can't work a computer and eat and drink at the same time.
You guys can look through good bars. There's a really good bar called the Drunken Fry. Has over 50 types of fries.
I said we go back to that Drunken Fry place. I wanted to
Sounds
try
good,
that
actually,
sriracha and Thai.
There's a whole lot more flavors there we haven't tried yet.
Yeah, probably at least 30 of them. I think she only gave us like 20.
So are all of you going back there?
Yeah, I
If you wanna go
guess
back
if
to
the
hotel.
others go, I have to go as well.
You don't have to. You can go get a room, get an early night's sleep. You could use your beauty
Yeah,
sleep.
you
Seriously,
just want
guys, do you smell
to.
lavender?
You just want to get rid of her, no. Someone
No,
has to
no,
take.
not trying to get rid of you at all.
No.
I look at Briggs and roll my eyes. No, I mean, if you want to come, I mean, you're more than welcome.
Good.
Be interested to see you let your hair down a bit, loosen up.
Why would I do that?
No, right? Why would you?
Yeah. Yeah, go with
So
them.
we can go to the Drunken Fry.
All right. Is anyone going to be a designated driver?
Well, Melinda.
Or is everyone going to drink responsibly?
Miranda will drive.
Yeah, probably, right. Yeah, she doesn't drink.
I'm used to passing out in my car anyways, if need be.
Oh goodness.
When we're up at the bar putting in the order, I'm having a debate with Briggs as to whether or not Miranda's a lesbian.
Yeah.
Wow.
Most of the women, they tend to stare at me a little bit, and she hasn't lately. That Todd fella does a lot, but. So what do you propose we do then? Besides this,
Well, I think we get the sriracha and Thai, maybe some of the buffalo.
Here, the house-made ranch is delicious.
I think
That's what the sign says.
I think we want lager to go with that. We'll get Todd his Guinness, but we'll split a pitcher.
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right, that's the plan.
Is anyone drinking enough that they might need to make a constitution roll?
Well, not yet, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't, in a couple minutes.
Eventually, probably.
If that's going to eventually happen, then why don't you go ahead and make that roll?
No, I don't think he would actually drink that much. But,
I'll roll one for Nick because
he's a lightweight.
Yeah, he's a bit of a lightweight, and he's really annoyed, and so he's going to drink more than he should. I rolled a 19.
Yeah, so you're good. You're still young enough that you feel a little bit bad. You probably should dry, but by morning you'll be good. Is Todd drinking too hard?
No, he's probably nursing that pint while he's working away.
Yeah, you should drink and disk drive.
Oh God! Make a
Wow.
And we have 0 viewers now.
Sanity rolls for everyone.
All right. So all of you will drink and get a little bit of work done, but
I don't drink.
you will not drink.
Nope.
I'll do my best to swap drinks with her every now and then, so she, accidentally drinks. So.
Wow.
What is she drinking? Like non-alcoholic beer? Like, I think you can tell the difference.
This water tastes funny.
Yeah.
That's fine. Just keep drinking.
All right. And so you all get back in your more drunken state. Does anyone volunteer to ride with Briggs and his music?
I'll ride with Briggs on the way back.
All right.
You know what? Jimmy Buffett, it's a lot better than putting up with Miranda.
Well, I'll even be nice enough to let you control the radio on the drive then.
Ooh.
Oh, God, what does Todd listen to? He listens to something terrible probably as well.
Is Todd riding with Miranda? Or are you riding with the...
Todd, sorry, I'm Nick. Oops.
All right.
No, the lieutenant only has 2 seats, he said. The back seats are covered with whatever. Todd has to go with Miranda.
Your back seats are covered with guns.
Does Todd still sit in the back seat even though he's riding with Miranda?
Wow.
All right. And so Todd and Miranda will take off. The two of you, as you're working through your radio stations, noticing that the majority of it's going to be country and western, you'll see 2 figures behind the drunken fry.
I'll nudge my partner here and kind of point out the window.
They look suspicious.
People
stand outside of bars all the time.
Yeah, at first.
Especially since the smoking bans.
Yeah, at first you think that they might just be employees throwing away trash, but after watching it, they appear to be digging through the trash.
Oh, that's
hard
suspicious.
times. I don't know if some of their, their dips are pretty damn good. People might be digging around for them.
Let's go check them out.
So as you pull around back, you'll see 2 very young adolescents, like a 10-year-old, a 13-year-old, digging through the dumpster, apparently probably looking for alcohol or something.
Waste of time. Let's scare them anyway. It'll be fun.
I just pull alongside, and that way, kind of shut the lights off and stuff. That way they can they don't know we're actually pulling up beside them or, focusing on them anyway. Get out, close the door, kind of make my way towards them, see if Nick's following.
Yeah, I'll get out. I'll follow him.
All right. And so you'll see the kind of basic digging through stuff, talking to each other, just pulling random food and drink out of the dumpster. Won't really be aware of you unless you guys make yourself known.
I click on my flashlight and shine it over on him.
Yeah.
I'll kind of yell. I was like, "You boys on hard times? Need a little change?" Dumpster diving, the way to go.
And you'll see them both kind of like jump and shudder as you turn the light on. And a younger boy will say, "Can you please give us a ride home? Our brother was supposed to pick us up, but he went to his girlfriend's house. Please, our mom doesn't know we're out." And the older brother will kind of punch him, like knowing that, just for asking.
I ain't got much room in the back seat, but yeah, what do you say? You can.
You called him an Uber or a taxi, but
call him an Uber.
It's 2016. Uber.
And what are you boys doing out here then? What were you doing out so late?
Okay, our brother was driving us around to get some food, but then his girlfriend called, and he said he'd be right back, but he never came back.
Where do you boys live?
They'll give you directions. Go east and 63rd Street.
So like within a few minutes, kind of, or like way out?
Not way out. A little bit more. You guys are kind of on the outskirts of the city anyway, so a little bit more on the outside of the city.
Okay. Well, you guys hungry?
And they'll just nod their heads.
I'll give
I think I saw
Nick
Wendy's up the street. Maybe we can get him something there.
Yeah, I'd say I'll grab a few dollars, make sure I have a couple bucks on me. And says, kids generally know a lot of rumors going around. At least we can talk to them a little bit. Take these guys home and then head home ourselves.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, Briggs will kind of wave him over, do his best to kind of clean out the back seat. They'll see him taking out his rifle and putting it in his trunk and other odds and ends that he has. All of his military relief sort of gear, piling it into the trunk.
Yeah.
And let them
The
hop in the back.
just keep on going. Can we get in now? Can we get in now? I feel like gun after gun.
Just one moment. I got to move my stuff.
Yeah.
I live out of this car, You guys like Jimmy Buffett? You're too young for Jimmy Buffett, probably. Let me introduce you to Jimmy Buffett.
And as we're driving us, Briggs, you got auto locks?
In a 1993 Dodge Neon, no.
I'll just kind of turn around since Briggs is driving. I'll turn around and kind of lean over and look in the back seat at him. Boys know anything about any strange happenings in town recently? Last few days, couple weeks, maybe?
They'll is Jimmy Buffett on the background?
Oh, yeah, it's Cheeseburger in Paradise all the way. It's just on repeat.
You can tell that typically you love or hate Jimmy Buffett. Obviously, these kids are semi-indifferent. But as you look back and begin talking to them, you'll notice that they seem to be kind of out of it. Like you'll see their eyes are kind of like dilated a little bit, and they might be under some type of drug or something because they don't really seem to be responding too much.
You guys okay? I'll reach back and snap my finger in front of their face. Hey, Talking to you.
And they'll just say, "We're almost home. Just take us there." And so you guys have turned on 63rd Street, and you guys are beginning to realize that this street's isolated. Just here and there, there's a silhouette of a house among the trees and empty fields.
Smell a setup.
Yeah, kind of seeing that we're getting out here, I'll at least send the others a message, that way they're not worried about us, and kind of give them the same address, hey, we're headed to such and such, helping a couple kids out. Be home in a short while. If not, then maybe come find us.
You'll feel a little bit of a tug on your arm as you pass Midwest Boulevard. They'll tell you to turn right.
Yeah, go slow, but yeah, I'll turn right.
Yeah, you turn right.
So you guys don't know anything weird going on in town, no? You haven't heard anything about kidnappings, maybe?
Yeah. As like the light of the moon is kind of coming in the window, just for a second, the older child, as you catch the moonlight, there's just like a little aura of like shimmering around him, and eventually your car will ease to a stop between the North Canadian River and Arcadia Lake.
You boys
On its own, or did you ease it to a stop?
Yeah, you did it exactly. Take it to a stop. The car just kind of stops.
Oh, on its own?
Yep.
Okay. Briggs will kind of push down on the gas a few times and look over at Nicholas. Back at these kids.
Yeah. The kids will just keep looking up, their eyes still dilated.
Shine my flashlight in their eyes.
Yeah, you can see that they kind of look into the light, and they're not blinking.
The people's still really big.
Yep. And they'll continue saying, "You have to take us home."
I'm dialing Miranda on the mobile phone.
What is it? Did you get lost?
You better get down here.
Silence, and you hear her talking to Todd. We're on our way. And I drive there.
I get out of the car.
Yeah, Briggs will get up to and kind of open up the back door to let these kids out.
So the car's already stopped, right? So
yeah, you said it wouldn't start. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. You take the keys out of ignition.
He'd probably leave them in there.
All right. Like with incredible speed, by the time you guys get out of the car and kind of walk around the back, kind of in a second glance of looking at the kids, you'll realize they're no longer in the back seat. They're now in the front seat, and the car begins to drive off.
Little bastards. I'll take off running, obviously, with no chance, but he'll run anyway.
Shoot the tires! Shoot the tires, Briggs!
Yeah, I'll unholster this thing. And in this case, he probably wouldn't worry about waking up the kids because the kids are stealing his car, so.
Right.
Not to mention we're in a fucking, backwater shithole area, right? So.
Yeah.
And at least try and blow out a couple tires.
Yeah, roll firearms at -20 since it's dark.
Let me see what I got here.
They're getting away with your Jimmy Buffett CD.
I know, goddammit.
The kids throw the Buffett CD out the window.
Oh, well, shit, I don't need to shoot this now.
Oh, insult to injury.
Oh, really? My firearms is 70, so -20 is a 50, and I rolled a 51.
Yeah, you kind of shoot off into the distance, but the car just continues to be driving off, leaving the two of you in this Godforsaken.
I'm dialing Todd.
Roll luck. You
Who?
just had to roll up under 50.
Both of us.
Just
Nope. 59.
you look down and you get almost no connection coverage here. You're gonna have to walk back to where you call Miranda last, right before that right turn, to really get network coverage again.
Yeah, I sent her the address, so they at least should be coming this way.
I'll walk back over there anyway and keep trying to dial Todd until he gets signal.
Does anyone have any navigation?
Of the two, or
Nope.
I got 50.
You got 50. Yeah. So eventually, once you get back, you'll be able to get Miranda and Todd to you if they both came to get you. But after about 35 minutes or so of walking and standing out there in the open, you guys will be waiting until the car finally comes to pick you up.
Okay. I never get a phone signal. I never get through to him.
Well, eventually, like as you walk back to the area where you called Miranda last, you finally get.
I was just gonna say, if you see Briggs's car, stop it.
They were going. Yeah, they were
Make sure
going
you
the
get my
other way.
CDs.
Yeah, they were going the other way.
Okay, well, just in
And
case.
so, as you finally see the other two's car, or the rental car, begin pulling toward y'all, we will take a quick 5-minute break.
cool. Oh man.
Well, that wasn't natural Briggs anyway. Like,
No.
I swear to God, that
It
kid
moves
was
faster
glowing
than me.
for a moment in the back seat.
Glowing.
Yeah, just before your car fucking stalled.
Well, that one note said something about an aura, didn't it? We'll have to ask
Didn't it?
Miranda about it.
Maybe those weren't kids, man. You believe in aliens?
Aliens. You mean like Mexicans?
No. I mean, like, E.T., take me to your leader.
Yeah. Well, there's got to be something out there. It's a big, vast universe.
I mean,
No,
why
I
did
think
your
they're
car die anyway?
Yeah, probably the starter or something. It's a piece of shit anyway.
How were those kids able to get in the front seat and peel off so fast?
Yeah, I thought that was rather strange myself.
I'm telling you, there's something weird going on here. Remember those moon rocks?
It's a good point. Who has the moon rocks? Did Todd keep them?
Well, it said not to touch them, right? We left them in the box.
Oh,
But Todd,
okay.
we don't know. But Todd stole one, I think, didn't he?
I thought he did, yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't think we're aware of that. But
Got one in his pocket.
yeah.
Is that an aura in your pocket, or are you just happy to see us?
Yeah. They've got all your guns, man.
I know. I got my good, whatever that I have to have on my waist.
I'm just like the beer's wearing off now. I'm like freaking out.
They got my CDs. Guns are replaceable, but
Well, no, I think I saw
the Jimmy Buffett CD.
No, they threw one out the window, I thought, when they were driving away. You didn't see that?
The Briggs is already running back. I think one of those things did say something about an aura, though. I never saw it.
Yeah.
Contend that auras may be seen for reasons such as migraines, synesthesia, and epilepsy. It's a visual system.
I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back. What? Oh, that was from earlier. I was saying to Morgan, I was saying to Briggs about how one of the kids, I swear, was glowing in the back of the car, and Josh Lai said the kid was blowing me in the back of the car. You know, because it wouldn't be a proper cock ring broadcast without some kind of reference to.
Of course.
I wonder how many people find the cock ring channel and are disappointed by the content.
All of them?
Like, this is not what I thought it was going to be.
It was just a bunch of nerds.
Well, no, I was trying to give my channel to a couple of people, and so they typed it in YouTube, and they just got a whole lot of videos of how to use cock rings.
Nice.
That's
Same
why.
here.
Yeah, that's why I sent you that message, Ian, about I need to find somebody for Google Analytics.
Yeah, I was looking for that before you gave me the link. And now I know everything.
You did not have to watch the video.
Oh, okay. Oh, didn't know that. I'm proficient now.
Man, I don't know what to say.
I didn't want to disturb you guys, sorry.
Sorry, I just don't know how to segue
How
from that.
to segue from that?
Is your car and your guns registered, Briggs?
Being a military guy, I'm sure for them, yeah,
All
he'd
right.
follow the laws as far as that goes. I didn't even notice he put that thing in this Facebook chat.
So Miranda and Todd pull up, and we're just like sitting on the side of the road. Briggs is holding a CD in his hand.
What the
It's in
hell?
2 pieces. They broke my goddamn CD.
At least
little
not
bastards.
the steering wheel.
We gotta chase them little bastards down.
Well, it was 35 minutes ago. Good luck.
Does it have GPS? Like, is there a what's that
My
called?
car.
Yeah, the 1990s.
Yeah, 1993 fucking New York.
The 26-year-old vehicle.
Or was it Geo? Yeah, Geo. Metro,
Sergeant, that's why you always have to have a decent car in our job.
Ah. Those
At
new
least-
cars are overrated. Government's following you around everywhere and get locked inside of them things. And
You work for the government.
that doesn't mean I want them knowing where we are.
The good news is about having a special forces contractor is they bring a really good armory with them, so you guys are prepared for anything. Unless
The bad news is that we don't have it anymore.
I mean, these kids, well, they're from this area, so, or from Oklahoma, so they probably do know how to shoot.
Actually, what we should probably do the next day, maybe if there's time, is try to find out who's been trying to sell those guns around the city.
Is Todd back?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Yeah. So let's just pick up with all of a sudden, Miranda, you're driving the car. I'm sure that for some reason another text is playing on this computer. And you will pull up where you find your two agents just sitting on the side of the road.
I stop the car, pull down the window, stick my head out, and then just stare at them.
There's that lavender smell again. Every time she's around.
That's all you have to say, Sergeant.
Probably her shampoo or something.
It's something. Well, little rat bastard stole our car.
Oh, really? How could that happen? Sergeant in the U.S. Army?
They weren't normal kids. I think they were aliens, Miranda.
Yeah, I think they were aliens.
One of them was glowing.
It was like a damn light bulb in the back seat.
You ever see the movie Cocoon?
Did they drink more than I've seen? Than I notice?
I think maybe somebody slipped something into their drinks.
I'm actually feeling more sober than ever right now, but
well, you're the doctor, I guess.
No, like I swear, like one of the kids started to glow a little bit. You ever see that movie Cocoon?
Yeah.
Yeah. He started he had this weird little glowing aura going on, and then the car died and wouldn't start again. So we got out of the car to let them out, and they jumped in the front seat and drove off.
Well, I guess they wouldn't have called us into this. Weren't there some weird stuff going on? So I'm not really surprised. You say they're kids, maybe orphans. Maybe this is again the connection.
Oh, they said they had a mom and a brother who had a girlfriend.
They say.
Who left them behind.
They say.
We were giving them a ride home.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm.
We didn't quite make it to their house.
I'm sorry, we don't all have ice in our veins, Miranda.
So how do we get your car back now?
Well,
Todd size and open up his laptop. Here we go again.
We could report it stolen.
And have the police look into our matters?
Well, we could just, continue on down the road. I mean, they headed off in one direction, but
How long ago?
Right when we called you, about a half hour ago, a little more?
Oh, wow.
took you an awful long time to get here.
Yeah, Jesus, Miranda, you don't have to go the speed limit all the fucking time, you know.
Of course I have. There are laws and rules.
I think you should let Briggs drive.
Be my guest. And she gets out of the car, drops the keys.
He'll open up the back seat door for you.
Yeah, and she walks around him and gets into the car as if that's the way it has to be. She does nod or say thank you.
In the back or front?
Back, I thought. No.
Okay, cool. Just checking. I wasn't sure.
Next to Todd.
Sorry, Todd.
I'll climb in the front. All right, let's go see if we can find it.
All right. You can drive around for a while in the dark, especially. You can tell there's places where the car was joyridden. However, the car appears to drive back into a normal road, and you won't be able to trace it from there. It's now probably getting on to early morning hours.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Well, we know there's something out here somewhere. Maybe if we can get back where we have a good connection. Todd, can you kind of maybe do like a little search or something to see if there's any buildings out here or something
Is there
weird
an
on
orphanage?
Google Maps shit or something? I don't know.
Nick is leaned up against the passenger side door and snoring softly.
Any hotel you guys could probably stay at.
We don't have time for a hotel. We're here to work.
Do you sleep?
If you guys don't get sleep during the night, you make all your rolls at -20. Unless you have something to keep you awake, like a drug or caffeine or...
Miranda's yapping.
Yeah, Miranda seems to be hyperactive.
I think around Miranda, all your rolls should be at -40, personally. I just haven't done that many with you.
Unless that roll is putting a gun to your head and shooting yourself.
After a short discussion, she would agree to sleep for an hour or two.
Any hotel?
I've already been sleeping for an hour or two.
I just go to the nearest place that I find and get a room. Briggs ain't picky.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go to the Sunrise Apartments.
Nah.
Are you guys? What quality are you looking for? Motel, hotel?
I don't want cockroaches in there. Let's say that.
Yeah. So you find
you don't ever hurt nobody.
You find a relatively nice Hilton property to stay at, like a Hampton Inn or a something like that.
Sounds decent.
It's a little bit more expensive, but it's on Delta Green's budget, so who cares? That's taxpayer dollars.
Do you guys actually wake me up or you just leave me in the car?
Well, Miranda doesn't wake you up. She just walks in front of all to the counter and gets some rooms.
How many rooms you guys getting? You can get a room with one queen, a room with 2 doubles.
No, she would. Yeah, she probably a room with 2 doubles and a room for her.
God, 2 rooms.
Of course.
All right.
Well, I call it double. I say we leave him in the car. Todd, you can have a bed. Leave the laptop in the car.
Why would that? Oh.
Why would you leave the laptop in the car?
Because I don't want to be in the room with him with his laptop.
Oh.
Fine then. I was gonna stick on a movie. I really want to watch Cocoon now.
That would be Jimmy Buffett live.
Are you guys really gonna leave Fowler in the car?
Do you want me to roll a con -20, see if I wake up when the door's closed?
I feel like you're pretty crappy.
Really hard.
Yeah, you'd probably wake up after a while and realize that no one's in the car.
Well, then I'd just crawl in the back seat and lay down across the seats and be a little more comfortable then. Toss Todd's laptop on the floor.
Well, it's not Todd's laptop.
That's
Todd,
evidence.
Todd, roll a Shandy roll.
It's in a case.
59, that's under.
All right, yeah. So you're able to get your sleep. So all of you are able to sleep. One good thing about staying at nice hotels, you do have a continental breakfast. So you guys can show up and eat some breakfast if you'd like. There does appear to be a pretty serious news story on TV. Something about a car being found inside the high school parking lot filled with guns.
Jesus Christ.
It's my goddamn car.
Oh. Where?
You know what that looks like.
Let me find
So much for being low key.
Hotel name. What does that look like?
Jesus Christ, Briggs, they're gonna fucking peg you for a school shooting or something.
Well, we are officials, so
Where was it at? Hospital, or did you say?
High school parking
Oh,
lot.
high school. Okay.
they have surveillance, right?
Oh, yeah, they must do.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Thomas, do your thing. Looking at Todd.
Or it depends if they're hooked up to a network or not. Their security.
Okay, yeah. Somehow you hook up into the public school security, and you see kind of a faraway camera, a car just driving over the like parking, like cement things they put in parking lots to make you don't pull up too far, like over the curbs. Eventually, it hits a light pole and kind of spins you out, and then you see two kids get out and quickly run away.
Are they glowing?
It's not a good camera feed.
Well, maybe if I, call and report my car stolen.
Yeah, we should get your car. Maybe they left something in there.
So, are you going to call and report your car?
Yeah, seeing it's on there, he would give them a call and
Yeah.
Report it stolen. See if they've heard anything yet.
Yeah, you'll hear that they did find a car that matches your car description. It's in the Santa Fe Division, Oklahoma City Police Department. And they don't really say, hey, show up if you'd like to come. It's more of a, you probably should come down for questioning.
No, yeah, that's not a problem. We'll be there in a little while.
All right.
Well, I can get my guns back and my CDs back. The car looks like shit, though.
So do you go to the police station?
Yeah, assuming the others want to. Anything else you guys need to do before we... I'm just thinking there might be evidence or something in the car, like you said. So.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, do we have any more leads that we haven't followed up yet?
Well, we can contact that CDC woman because she had contact to Lang.
Yeah, you could.
She's one of the ones that's missing, right?
There is a local CDC branch, or not CDC, but Department of Health. So you could.
She's missing too? Really?
Yeah, she was one of the 3 missing agents.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Dr. Birdshaw, Agent Litton, and Inspector
man.
Lang.
Are we stupid? Man.
Not all of you.
Not all of us.
One. Are you going to go to the police station first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go see if Briggs gets arrested.
Briggs, no pressure, but tell me how you filed this court. File your police report.
A couple of punk ass kids stole my car, broke my Jimmy Buffett CD, and took off. Lieutenant Briggs.
Yeah. And they'll say, if you're a lieutenant, how did you let a couple kids have your car?
Well, I was trying to give him a hamburger. Got out of the car.
Really drunk. Oh no, I won't say that.
Shut up, man. Nah, we were, taking these kids home last night. They didn't seem like they're quite right. They're digging around in the dumpsters a little bit. So, we got them some food. And we're taking them home, and my car just suddenly stopped. Thought maybe the starter went. It was something weird. I got out to take a look, and as I was checking out this car to see what was wrong, they ended up getting into the front seat, and they just took off before I was able to do anything.
The person take a report writes down that you're drunk, apparently.
Damn it, I wasn't drunk.
Yeah, but since this is Oklahoma and guns aren't necessarily legal, your car is pretty banged up, and so you probably need to repair it. However, they will allow you to collect your guns as long as you're all registered.
So you guys got like a pick apart or someplace to I can just dump this car because I really don't need the car. I just needed my guns and my CD back. I got myself a new car.
Yeah, as you kind of see your car, you'll realize that the whole stereo system has been ripped out. Almost as if someone's trying to stop the music without knowing how to stop it for some reason.
Bastards.
But besides that, luckily with iTunes, you can get all that music back.
And the new car's an MP3 player, so we're good. Don't worry, fellas. I got music for us.
Yeah. Interesting enough, as he's giving his report, you see someone familiar walk out of one of the detectives' rooms. It is Kim McCain, the lady who, the colonel's wife. And you see that along with the detective of her, there appears to be a person with a large sketch pad underneath his arm. It's pretty clear that she was giving a sketch of what she believed the guy who was breaking into the office looked like. And she won't really see you at first because she'll be too distracted. But as she sees you, like very quickly, she'll kind of whisper something to the officer, and then the officer will give her escort out to her car.
Does the drawing guy pass us with the picture, visible?
You don't see the picture, you see the sketchbook.
Damn it.
Is he walking towards us, away from us, the sketch artist?
Yes.
What?
Is he walking towards us or away from us?
Whatever is convenient for y'all.
If he's walking towards us, I'd like to walk towards him and straight into him, deliberately, trying to make him drop his sketch pad.
All right. Just roll a
I have my phone ready to take a picture really fast.
Just roll a strength for the heck of it. If you want to see how. I just want to see you fail this.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's a failure.
Okay, yeah. So you bump into this guy and try to nonchalantly hit the sketchbook out of his hand. But this is kind of a bigger guy drawing, so you'll just kind of hit him and bounce off. They're really apologetic and
you know what? And for a penny and for a pound, I've just walked into him. We're both. I'm just going to angrily slap it out of his hand.
Yeah, so as he's bending down to help you up, you slap the sketchbook out of his hand.
Indignation all over my face.
Yeah. Do you work for the FBI?
I do, yes.
All right. You will see. Let me send it to you guys first. This sketch.
Seriously?
I couldn't catch that bastard.
You can make a luck roll.
Everyone?
Well, anyone who would see it.
It's under 50 for walking.
Yep.
That's 45.
No.
All right. Yeah, you get a good look, and you will recognize this as your fellow FBI agent. This is Agent Kit Munder, better known as Cookie. This is a guy who always spreads a lot of conspiracy.
I was thinking kind of like Fox Mulder.
Yeah, and you might know him just from him trying to pull favors with you to get like government information off the internet. This guy isn't Delta Green that you know of, because he's one of those people who believes in the supernatural to be Delta Green, but he's just too crazy for them to let him into the investigation. So he's like a renegade type agent who tries to do Delta Green stuff without even knowing what he's doing.
Oh man, can we contact him?
Todd might have his phone number if he's always asking you for favors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At least knows that I'm sure I know his office number, his extension.
Yep.
He's
Yeah.
Get him to
paranoid
meet
guy
us
that
for
works
breakfast.
in the basement.
So you'll find out that for the last couple of weeks, he's taking a leave of absence. He spent vacation time. His secretary does not know where he went. However, you do know the next best thing, which is seeing if you can, kind of dig into where he spent money recently. And you'll find out he's recently rented a car that matches the one that was at the scene. Also, he rented a room at the Best Western Hotel on North Santa Fe Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
It appears that he got into Oklahoma about a day before the rest of you have.
Let's go.
All right. Yeah. Want to get revenge on this guy, Briggs?
Sounds good to me.
And Nick's there with his flashlight, like slapping in his hand.
I just want to get this straight. You're getting revenge on him for breaking into a place before you guys could break into it?
Exactly.
Yeah,
He embarrassed us.
Yeah, I'm just
We're
clarifying.
We're going to kick his ass.
I'm just clarifying your motive at this point. All right. I'm sure
investigation. And who knows? Maybe we can force him to help us.
Yeah. You would know that this guy's probably someone who you shouldn't tell about Delta Green, but you could probably nonchalantly.
We don't have to say it has anything to do with Delta Green, right?
Probably not. And so at the Broadway Inn and Suites, this is the Best Western in the area. And what do you do at the hotel?
Do we know what room he's in?
Yeah, I'll see that you guys can find that out.
We'll go straight to his room. Fuck it.
All right. You will find that there is something taped to the door.
A note or what?
I'll send it to you.
A note from the Oklahoma City Police Department, huh?
Yeah. So it looks like that the police might also become aware of him, just as you guys have from the sketch and otherwise.
Clearly means he's not in the room.
Not necessarily. It means he didn't answer the door.
So
If the door's locked.
You thinking this guy has something to do with it, or maybe he's just acting as a rogue Delta Green agent? kind of trying to take it on himself.
Guy's a nut bar. He's usually harmless, but yeah, he's like a dog with a bone. But he might have something. He might have beat us to something.
Anybody know how to pick a lock?
This would be a key card.
Okay. Anybody know how to break down a door?
Well, it's electronics. Timothy.
God damn it.
He can try and work some magic.
That's SIGINT, right? I don't see an electronic skill.
I've got microelectronics.
Roll luck.
Myself?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 92.
Yeah. You guys don't quite. You don't have the right equipment to make one of these cards. Like they have like hackers have created MasterCards. I want to read something about Mulder. Mulder is the most pathetic version of Fox Mulder. That's the description gives me of how to roleplay him. However, as you guys are kind of standing outside the door, you will see a very gloomy-looking figure begin walking towards this room. This will be Munder. You can just tell, even with low human intelligence, that he doesn't appear to be that happy. And he'll see you guys in front of his door. And he'll probably recognize Todd. But Todd, he'll ask you for a favor. He'll say, Todd, Wyszynski, why are you here? I have a little bit of trouble. I think the police have sent an email to my boss letting me know that I'm wanted for questioning. Is there a way you could delete that email?
Well, I don't think that'll get you fully out of trouble, but dumbass. Tell you what. Thanks for the hello, by the way. Hey Todd, how you doing? How you been? Here's that $5 you owe me.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. I'm not doing too well.
I'll do you the favor if you could do us a little favor. Do you mind if we go in the room?
He'll say, I'm not sure if I can help you. I think I've uncovered a big mission.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my friends, the agent, Matthew Linton, he's gone off the grid, and I'm here to look for him. Apparently, he was here with two other people, Alan Lane and Kate Burdenshaw, and I think they disappeared too. And this is a big conspiracy, but I don't think it's a conspiracy. I'm pretty sure that it's real. I know that there's something here, and I can't just go back to work. I can't have the police get involved. I just need to find it out. It could save the world. And the rest of you begin to realize that this might be the only person on Earth more annoying than Miranda.
Munder, you can't save the world all by yourself. You need friends for it.
No, I don't know what will happen once I find out the truth. I'm so close to knowing the truth. I'm so close to knowing the truth. And he like keeps repeating like what he knows. I can run some ideas I have past you. And he'll pull out a like detective little notebook, and he'll be saying, how about this? Ling was your postman. The U.S. Postal Service maintains 40,000 offices, handles 166 billion pieces of mail, while selling a cool 25 billion in money orders. you see how that can be corruption. So maybe they're involved. You know that whole anthrax scare not too long ago, and the Gulf War syndrome. Government manufactures germs for decades. Humans have been using biological warfare since the Hittites. So maybe there's something biological involved. Maybe that's why the agent from the CDC was with Matthew. Also, I see faceless men walking the halls of DC, manipulating laws for their own purposes, reallocating funds, how they see and not how taxpayers need. I'll tell you what, Matthew knew something. They hunted him, and so they might hunt me too. Oh no! Now that I've told you, they might hunt you also. We're not in a good situation here. And anyway, sorry. Why are you guys here again?
Miranda says, hello, my name is Dr. Simmons, and maybe let's go into your room anyway. Don't you think, though? So, I mean, those conspiracy theories, and I assure you they are not theories, shouldn't be, expressed in a hotel hallway, looking down the hallway itself.
And he'll see a plant. And he's like, oh, yeah, this might be bugged. Yeah. And he'll open up his door and says, right after you, Dr. Seaman.
Thank you. She walks in. That's the first time she said thank you, by the way.
Jesus, did she get struck by lightning?
Maybe she's not a lesbian after all.
What does his room look like?
It's kind of like the room of a serial killer. There's like all these different theories connected by like string and other things in the room.
Look at that string picture. Is there anything about orphans? That's killing me that we don't find out something about that.
And he'll open up his like eyes wide in his mouth, and when you say orphans, and he says, oh, orphans. If their parents don't want them, maybe there's something wrong with them. Maybe the government is doing something to orphans. That's a brilliant idea, Dr. Seaman. Brilliant idea. Orphans. What kind of orphans?
Maybe they are special? She turns around, cocking her head.
Their eyes are dilated. They glow with colors. They're faster than the speeding bullet. Special ed programs. What do they teach those children? What do they corrupt their minds with? Yes, it could be related to special ed. Yeah, and then he will turn to you before I say something more inquisitive. And as soon as you mention eyes, he'll very quickly like rip a page out of his notepad, and his head will kind of shake as he shows it to you. Let me send it. Yeah, so on like this Best Western pad, he'll hand you this little hand-drawn picture.
I turn around to the lieutenant and Nicholas and show the picture. Huh?
Looks like a couple of kids stole my car. They all look the same.
Not quite glowing enough, though.
That's true.
And glowing, you say? And he'll take out like a different color pen and begin like drawing like straight lines out to like make like the caricature aura. He's like, how about now? Are they right?
Well, I think the one was wearing a plaid shirt, not quite striped, but it's pretty close.
He draws like vertical lines in that color scheme.
Okay, that's enough. And I put a hand on the notebook, looking accusingly at the other two, making fun of that man. So, did you actually see kids or heard about kids doing something weird, maybe?
And his eyes will open. Oh, I read a recent story about these orgies that kids are having. Maybe it's related to the orgies they're having. The young hormones are doing something to them.
What
is
orgies?
that what you're talking about?
No.
Is that what you're talking? No. Oh, I apologize. What do you think is wrong with these kids?
Did you see that news this morning about the car in the high school full of guns? Surely you must have seen it on the news. It was on every channel.
He goes, of course, yes.
Oh, well, that was my car. That was my guns. Had a Jimmy Buffett CD in there as well. Good stuff. Two little rat bastards stole my car, broke my CD. We're just looking to get a little payback.
Have you ever tried to play a Jimmy Buffett CD backwards?
I don't think you can play a CD backwards. You mean a record?
Okay, anyway, what about your car?
Me and my fella buddy here, we were out last night helping try, save a couple of these kids. They glue colors. Their eyes were kind of crazy. Really fast. They were like much faster than me. Jumped into the front and stole my car. It's crazy. It's weird. They didn't quite seem with it. They kept asking to be taken home. And they had us way out in the west boondocks, who knows where.
He'll look over at Todd. Say, Todd, you always are watching those strange cartoon shows from Japan. What do you make of all this?
Briggs will look over at Todd.
Exasperated.
And he'll kind of hit Todd, say, have you finished deleting that email yet? We need you. And then go back looking to the other three. And he says, you know what I think these kids are?
What?
He'll like put his fingers up to his face like that.
Gophers?
Nod his head.
You think they're gophers?
No. That's an interesting theory, though. No. Have you ever seen that Twilight movie?
Miranda rubs her temples.
That would explain the glowing. But it was nighttime.
And he says, you can't believe everything you see in movies. Have you ever seen that Cocoon movie?
Oh, not you as well. And Miranda turns around, walks up to the door, and shakes her head.
He says, no, that's not how it happens, trust me. And he'll like hand out some papers to you guys, and he'll say, here's some research I've been doing. Maybe they're one of these. Excuse the rough draft. This is actually a new article I'm working on in a book. Except don't tell the government. And he'll give Todd the evil eye, because if I turn this in before I retire, then it's technically their property.
Vampires. So you think these kids are vampires?
Oh.
He says that's in my top 10 theories right now.
Is that number one?
Yeah.
It's about a 10-way tie. If I privilege one over the other, don't focus too much work on it.
That's smart.
Well, they were awfully fast. I've heard vampires are fast.
Well, I guess if I would create a vampire, I would use orphans, right? Because nobody would ask for them. Oh.
They didn't try to suck my neck or nothing, though.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of different types of vampires. Some of them suck the net, some of them suck other stuff, some of them don't suck. It's all very complex. Once again, you believe too much Hollywood. It's not all Dracula and Twilight.
Like Vampire
Vampires
Diaries
have been
myself.
around. Vampires have been around since the Chinese time, the Roman times. You know, there's vampires that have been recorded in almost every single civilization.
We should ask the CDC if we may get, if we maybe can have a look into the files of Dr. B,
Katie.
so that we find out what that disease is actually about, because I don't think it's mumps.
Yeah, and you'll
Yeah,
see that kids beginning to peel down like these charts off the wall, saying, "Oh, if you guys found me, anyone can find me. I got to relocate."
To where?
If I told you that, then I had to relocate again. And he'll look over at Briggs and Fowler and say, "Is he always like this?"
Yes.
All the time.
Yeah.
We need to know where you are in
Can-
case
can-
we have
can- can
further
we-
information for you.
Can we go with you?
Yeah, he'll say, "Do you smell lavender?"
I've been smelling
Can't
it all
you
the damn
guys
time.
be serious only for once? This is an important investigation.
Gotta lighten the mood somehow. I mean, we got vampires running around, not sucking my blood, and
Yes. Todd and I have a secret way of always connecting together. Is that right, Todd?
Do you?
Apparently so.
All right.
But hey, man, you're doing good work. Keep us informed. If you find anything.
Yeah. We'll do. So you think I should stick with the vampire or the cocoon theory or
we'll keep looking into this orphans and the home. You know, like those vampire kids were with us, and they just kept saying to take them home. But I don't know where the hell home is.
Well, they're orphans aren't homeless, then they'd be called homeless. So where do orphans live?
Orphanage.
Yeah.
So is there a vampire orphanage around here somewhere?
Have you checked the children's home?
Well, they did say they had a mom, though.
They can
Yeah,
tell you
well-
everything they want. It doesn't have to be the truth.
They also
What
tried
if
to
they
steal
were-
your car. Well, they did steal your car.
Yeah. What if they were lying about their brother, too? Bastard.
Chances are. But
Probably doesn't even have a girlfriend.
No shit.
And by this time, he's already taken down all this work and shoved it into a couple folding file cases. There's still residue of tape being peeled off the wall all over the place, but he's thrown his last couple shoots and he's leaving, checking out.
Well, if anything, he did bring up a good point about the orphanage. That might be worth looking into.
And the CDC. Should we split up?
CDC. I call
Oh,
Todd.
wait, we've only got one car now.
Yeah, we only have one car.
Or I can take a taxi.
Uber.
Todd,
You guys
son of a bitch.
are probably a little bit closer to the Department of Health.
Yeah, let's go there first.
Oh, we're gonna go all together then? Yeah.
Why not?
Well, so we split up. We can cover more ground quicker.
It's on the way, I guess. So. Yeah.
I think you and Todd should go to the CDC while Briggs and I go check out the children's home. We're more likely to recognize.
You know what the
Agent
CDC is,
Fowler.
doctor, right?
Yeah, okay, fine. You and Todd go. If you see those little kids, though, shoot one of them for me.
Bastards.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
that doesn't make sense. I need the lieutenant.
What?
You have to see. You have to look for the kids who have stolen your car.
Why would they be at the CDC?
No, at the orphanage.
Orphanage.
Yeah, he and Todd can go to the orphanage, and you and
Oh,
I will
he-
go to the CDC.
Oh, okay. I thought you were getting rid of Miranda. Yeah, okay.
No, I was
You
trying.
wish.
He was trying.
I mean, we can get a lift off of Munter, whatever the hell he's calling himself.
Kit Monder.
What about him?
They're going to ask him for a lift, and you and I can take the car.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So yeah, you want to ask your buddy if we can borrow his car? I'll happily drive if he wants me to.
Like, I'm more amenable if you maybe knock him out and we just take it. But
Well, I could do that too. I mean, I didn't want to hurt your friend. You guys seem to be pretty close.
I mean, I don't think a blow to the head's going to do him any harm, do you?
That's true.
It might do him some good.
Is he still in the hallway?
Not if you can knock him out.
Well, if those two are heading there, then I'll rush down, try and catch this guy before he leaves. See if we can at least hitch a ride or something.
Yeah, he can give you a ride to the children's home.
You think he's worth maybe joining us there, Todd? Yeah. Or should we just leave him behind? I mean, we could throw him to the vampires if that's what they are. Says he's a vampire expert. Shouldn't he be like a vampire hunter or something?
He says a lot of things. He says that little redhead that's always hanging around the office is his girlfriend.
Well. Yeah, if he's out there with his car, then Briggs will kind of wave him down, ask him if he can get a ride, dropped off at the orphanage. They're going to look into it a little bit, maybe see if there's anything to his vampire theory. He'll let him know.
Yeah. And so the whole time he'll have the radio on to like conspiracy like podcasts. However, the other two of you will arrive at the health department first. As you walk into this.
Yeah, I'll wait for Nicholas to open the door.
I open the door and walk in. I don't hold it open for her, though.
Wow. Yeah, she almost hits the door while she was starting to tell him what he's about to do now. So she says, well, this is your thing here, of course.
You okay?
Nathan! She closes the door behind her. Yeah, you will talk to those people. I'm not good in medical things.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And so you'll walk in and you'll see that there's like a waiting area. This is definitely a government type building. So
We had a name of another contact here, didn't we?
That doctor, whatever, B.
Not Dr. Burtonshaw, but wasn't there another name?
Yeah, in the brackets, Lucille Mercer, but
No, I don't know why I thought there was none. That's okay, no problem. Yeah, I'll go up to there's a reception, I presume, yeah?
Yep.
Say, hi, I'd like to speak to Dr. Burtonshaw.
And Lay will kind of look and say, I don't believe anyone by that name works here. Would they perhaps be one of our traveling consultants?
Yes, she would have been. She was looking into some recent outbreak of the mumps, I believe.
And she'll begin typing on the computer. Okay, Dr. Katie Burtonshaw did stop by about 3 days ago.
Did she leave any kind of contact information? Has she been back?
She hasn't been back. She hasn't been back. In fact, it doesn't look like she even logged in to the system.
That seems a bit strange.
Yeah, I don't know why she would have went back there and not logged in. All you would be aware is pretty easy. All you have been trained how to basically cover what you do on computers.
Mm-hmm.
But do either of you have any computer science?
God, no, I don't think so. Nah.
0.
If only you had taken Todd with you.
Yeah, well, Nathan wanted to keep me. I asked the nice lady if she knows if the doctor was visiting someone here. Did she have an appointment or?
It appears that she was supposed to come in to run some type of blood test. However, we don't have that on record.
Can we speak to her superior, maybe, or to her working partner?
Both those people would be at the CDC in Atlanta. I believe she was just here to work on a special case.
I'll lean over to
Is there
Nicholas
any
and
information
say,
in that case? Perhaps we can pick up and finish the work that she never started.
Roll bureaucracy or persuade.
Okay, bureaucracy. I think I'm better at bureaucracy than persuade. I'll check. Yeah, I am better at bureaucracy, so I'll pop up the dice stream here. Damn it. I rolled a 55, my bureaucracy's 50.
All right. Then you won't convince her that much.
What if I identify myself as an FBI agent?
What's your official title? What's your occupation?
I'm a forensic scientist.
All right, forensic science. I'll give you a plus 20. So when you pass, with a plus 20.
I'm also a biologist by profession, but yeah, forensic science with the FBI. So roll again.
Would you have passed with that plus?
Oh yeah, that would make my
then
70.
Yeah, then I'll just let you pass.
Okay.
And so she will just open up the CDC tab on the computer to allow you to look at what she's been doing. You can see that she did run one blood test. However, you can't find out who it was for. One thing that she didn't delete so well is she was looking up a strange disease called aniridia, Aniridia.
Have I ever heard of that?
You can roll medicine. Or, yeah, read medicine.
Pretty
Oh,
good.
what is your medicine?
That. Hold on a second. Oh, medicine itself is only 60%.
Go and roll it.
Damn it. No, 75.
Oh my
All right,
goodness. You're worthless.
Yeah. Looking through
Shut up,
Latin
Melissa.
roots,
What about biology?
You are at the CDC, and so you could pretty much search the.
Yeah, I will.
It would take a little bit longer, but all right.
Biology wouldn't cover it, I suppose. So.
Yeah, this is more of a disease type.
Yeah, I'll see what they have on it.
All right, it's a rare congenital, hereditary bilateral form of iris hypoplasia, also known as underdeveloped.
Hypo or hyper?
Hypo.
Oh, okay.
Hypoplasia.
What's that mean, Mike?
Under.
Would you like
or
more? Yeah. Underdeveloped iris. Would you like more information?
Iris hypoplasia.
Yeah. Aniridia is developed when the gene responsible for eye development, PAX6, does not function correctly. This causes the eye to stop developing early, and when the child is born, most of the eye is underdeveloped to some degree. It doesn't only affect the iris, but also the cornea, lens, optic nerve, and may have retinal manifestations. It may cause foveal and optic hypoplasia. It occurs 1 of every 90,000 people, so only about 7 people in Oklahoma City would have it. You would realize that this would leave the sclera of the eyes white.
And in that case, in that blood test, was that one positive or negative?
You don't know what the blood test was for.
Okay.
Is there a list of aniridia patients within Oklahoma City? Like a list of people that are known to have this disease?
Yeah, let me scroll back down. Yeah. You will find out that about 7 people in aniridia in Oklahoma City have aniridia. However, narrowing it down to teenagers, there's only a couple teenagers, and then once you get narrowing it down, you'll find out that 2 siblings actually have it.
Really?
Edward and Jasper Culkin, Culkin.
Oh, God damn it. Are they, they're not like 13 and 10 by chance, are they?
They are, and they appear to be residents at the Baptist Children's Home. Now, once again, you'll find out this disease leaves people's eyes completely white.
The kids that we saw the other day didn't have white eyes, though, did they? Kids that we ran into in the alleyway?
Nope. They had very dilated pupils, so their eyes looked completely black.
Oh, right. Well, but their pupils were dilated, so yeah, we might not be able to tell. Okay.
While we're researching there, I keep constantly texting the other two, like really annoyingly, giving every single thing we find out via text message to them. And instructions what to look for. Like, it's not information, it's instruction.
And I sent a text after I finish with this. I'll send a text to Briggs that says, "Those little bastards' names are Jasper and Edward."
All right. Also, about this time, on your way to the children's home, Todd, you will finally get a call saying that they've located the plate of the Chevy Trailblazer. That you were looking for outside the small town of Krebs, Oklahoma.
Of Crabs, Oklahoma.
Krebs.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't that the car Monkins was driving?
They used to call Lane was driving.
Oh, I got that wrong. Okay. Yeah, I misunderstood earlier.
Yep. It looks like it was being joy, like someone took it for a joyride. And inside the car, they found a dead body of a FBI agent, Matthew Litton.
Oh shit! That was one of the guys we're looking for.
Yep. To make things worse, not only was he found dead, but his mouth was thick and cottony due to some type of fungal growth. And so the Krebs Police Department contacted the FBI, office in Oklahoma, and the CDC. And more government agencies are being contacted by this small town police department who found something very strange. So that is where we will end this session. And so you guys actually have made a lot more headway.
Yeah, felt like we got somewhere that time.
Yep. And so two of your people are at least headed to the children's home. You also have a lead in the small town in Oklahoma to check out. But with that, that's where we'll close out. And whenever we can play again, I think we can wrap all this up.